here we go. Everything seems to be working. Menu. Let me switch this button real quick on my DS4. Edit. Square should be triangle and square. Wait, so hold on. Okay, cross circle, cross and circle, X and Z, and this should be back. No? Hold on. And this should be back. Alright. No, what the fuck? Now none of them work. Hold on. So triangle is... Okay, we want return. Okay, so... This should be... Return. This should be... Return. And options is... Back. Okay, so... There we go. Alright, here we go. Hang on. Cancel. Save. Alright. Working as intended. Let's go. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who left from the raft after the fight with Ultros? Let's see how much I remember of this part. Alright, so Imperial Merchant. You, another traveler? You don't happen to know... let's turn the volume down just a little bit. Volume mixer. Lower GB8 about 10%. There we go. Mino is streaming FF6 again. Hopefully Mark watches and takes note. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna put in the title that Mark has shit taste. And this was to prove him wrong, but it's too lazy to go back. Alright, so you don't happen to know how I can get to Narshe, do you? I got separated from my friends. The Empire has set up a camp just beyond the forest to the east. The Empire? What are they doing here? They seem to have their eyes on Doma Castle. So Doma's next, huh? But I need to get to Narshe right away. Your only road passes through Doma. I can take you there if you'd like. Just know that I may leave you at any time. Take on a traveling companion? Yes. Death is always just a step behind me. Is that one of his Dissidia quotes? Because that's pretty iconic. Whenever he joins you, he says, "Death is only a step behind me." Hold on, let me pause this real quick. And then, spoiler alert, this is, Gal's dad. Aged man, He's a little not okay in the head. You the clockmaker? Been waiting for ages. No, I'm not the clockmaker. There she is, hanging up on that wall over there. Ain't been ticking for a year now. 5 years, was it? Shucks, maybe it's been 10. I don't remember. Wait, this is... Yeah, this is Gal's dad. Okay, yeah. Oh, ouch. Fire hot. Oh, for pity's sake, and you call yourself a repairman, causing trouble just like a kid. Ha! You see that? That's foreshadowing. A kid? I don't have any kids. Why'd you have to bring up kids? It makes me sick just thinking about it. Think it's time for you to leave now. Go on, get, or I'll toss you out onto the veldt, too. See, again, this is a lot of the storytelling is done by optional dialogue with NPCs. And I know Mark is a big Star Wars fan, so I know he doesn't go out of his way. He needs the plot and details spoon-fed to him, right? Like, I think they spent, like 20-something minutes just talking about what the Death Star is and why it's bad and why it needs to be shut down. Mark's never gonna go into this fucking hut and talk to people and connect the dots. He's a terrible opinion. I think this old chocobo's missing a few feathers. It's a good localization. Imperial Merchant. Howdy there, I run a mobile item shop of sorts in these parts. Everyone around here knows me. You're, not from around here, are you? Well, no matter. Let's see, what are you selling? Wait, why is my confirm button not working? That is odd. Is something triggering this? That's weird. Hopefully that doesn't affect gameplay later. Alright, let's see. So, 2 plumed hats. A couple of shuriken for fun. Okay. See you around. Let's equip. Why do you even need sprint shoes in this version? Because if you hold cancel, you just run faster, right? Kind of defeats the purpose of sprint shoes. Alright, let's see. So where we're heading? We're heading east through the forest. Oh, right. So I've always had really good luck with Shadow, but apparently every fight, every random encounter you get into, I need to go look up if I have the Phoenix stance yet. Every random encounter you get to has a 12% chance of making Shadow leave your party, and there's 3 checkpoints to which he'll leave your party. So like, even if you activate, something is up with these controllers. Hang on. Yeah, make sure X's. Okay, so look, menu. This cancel button. Okay, this is all hitting right. Hold on, sorry guys. Let me check my Okay, so cross is X. Yeah, circle Z. Nothing else is hitting that, right? Up and down. Up, down, left, right. Okay. Save. Alright. Okay, that's weird. Maybe I gotta replug my controller? Let's try this. Okay, yeah. Looks like it was just a connection thing. Who the fuck is pinging me? Sorry, let me check the Discord. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so how the mechanic works is every fight, at the end of every fight, they make a check, a dice roll, and he has a 12% chance of leaving you. But there are several checkpoints, and he won't leave you until those checkpoints where they'll check for it. So I believe the very first checkpoint is Doma. So they'll make a check to see if he leaves you after Doma. And this is random encounters, so forced encounters like in Doma don't activate the check. Also, please tell me I'm going the right way. Okay, good, yeah, Doma. So while I'm in Doma and talking to soldiers and fighting, those battles won't, you know, trigger the check. So at the end of Doma, they'll check if he leaves you. At the end of the Phantom Forest, they'll check if he leaves you. No, before the Phantom Forest, and then afterwards, the waterfall before you jump to the Veldt, he'll leave for sure. So I guess I've always been lucky, because I've played this game dozens of fucking times through this part, and most of the time, Shadow stays the entire duration. So either I don't get into a lot of random battles, or my luck has just been that good, because I do remember a lot of random battles. Well, I guess when you're on the Phantom train, it doesn't matter, because that's the last check they make. Imperial Camp, there are an awful lot of soldiers here. Hey, did you hear? Oh, you mean, shh, keep your voice down. If Kefka catches us, we're toast. They say Kefka's plotting to drive away General Leo so he can take over his position as general. Don't even joke about something like that. If that freak becomes our general, I'll quit. Shh, what if he hears you? You'll be locked up. Alright, alright. Uh-oh, here he comes. Quick, back to your post. Hey you keeping a sharp lookout? Hmm? Yes sir, Kefka sir. What a pleasant surprise. How are you today, sir? Please, spare me your petty small talk. Just do your job, and don't let me catch you slacking, or I'll make you regret being born. Huh, like we're gonna listen to you, you pompous little... What's wrong with that guy, anyway? It's like General Leo got all the good qualities a man could have, and Kefka got stuck with the rest. Shh, I just told you to keep it down. How many times are you gonna make me say it? You gotta be more careful. General Leo may be a decent man, but Kefka, that guy's twisted. Tell me about it. This is a ham-fisted exposition. You there, we're about to storm the castle. 2 of you will join the assault squad. Get moving. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, minion. Glad you can join us. Charge! Hi, Macnol. It's hopeless. We can't keep them all out. So this is it. Wait. The battle is not yet lost. Dude, this song is so iconic. I got pretty upset when they reused it for the new samurai character in FF14. I feel like that's lazy nostalgia milking, that they just literally took a song that's called Cyan's theme and gave it to another character in a nostalgia theme park. It's fucking... And then, like, if you ever played Stormblood expansion of FF14, they remixed this song like a million times in the boss fights and stuff. And I believe it played... No, it probably doesn't play in the town. I think it's just a theme song of Hien, right? Anyone's played FF14 in chat? Battle is not yet lost. A noble warrior of a foreign land, a faithful retainer to his lord and master, he fears not even death. Cyan, blah blah blah. Confirm is, If we can but fell their commander, they should break rank and withdraw. I shall meet him on the field of battle. Sir Scion, please defeat their commander. And FF6 always had this great sense of humor. This is where I really miss the old FFs and their quirky personality. I think I was talking to BC last stream, where we said, like, the newer FFs have a way different personality. Of course, it's different people working on it, but they try to take themselves so anime seriously. And if you look at these old games, it's just hilarious. Like, this is the Imperial assault on the castle, right? This is the siege. And you've got like a guy over here jumping up and down, and this guy who's just walking into the walls. And then you've got like a couple of these soldiers who are literally ramming the walls, or this guy trying to climb and fall. You know, like, this guy's like walking in circles over here, and this guy is literally walking back and forth in a line. And yeah, same over here. Like, this is great. I just love the personality of this. I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Ready thy axe. And now we come to FF6 worst rated character gameplay wise, because so the game is meant to be played in active time battle, and Cyan, when you're charging this, like, this is his unique gimmick. Sword tech is the longer you wait, the more powerful the attack, and that's not always necessarily true. They're not even more powerful, they're just different. And in active time battle, first of all, your party members are all sitting there waiting for you while the opponent is beating the shit out of you. The only thing that's worth using is the very first one from a meta perspective, but also it's just shitty, right? Because why would you just sit there for a mediocre attack? Because, like, I think like 4 is like Quadra Slam, and that takes roughly 5 seconds to charge. And then in that time, you could have used like normal attacks for your entire party, gotten the same amount out, and it does more damage because the potency for all 4 hits of Quadra Slam are half. So you're waiting 5 seconds to basically auto attack twice. I don't know. Cyan it was such a mistake. Like, what a terrible gimmick. So, like, on a meta scale, they say he's like the worst fucking character and the worst gimmick. And he has a low magic stat. He's just a very irredeemable character gameplay-wise. In-game, he is great. Story-wise, great character. Because one of the themes of Cyan, and I really love this, and you'll see it. You see a glimpse of this in his introduction. And throughout this whole Doma thing, you'll see, like, he's very, like, gung-ho Bushido samurai, right? And his whole thing is, it's like a warrior creed, right? He's like, I don't fear death, and he keeps trying to challenge the Empire one by one, and he keeps trying to die in honorable duel, you know, like a samurai. You know, Sabin and Shadow, the whole time, they're like, what are you doing, you idiot? Why are you charging the army head on? Like, no, let's go. And so in the beginning, it's honor before death, and all this stuff, and he's like, bam, honorable fights, duels, die, die, die. But then how his story develops is so beautiful, because, first of all, as we know, we'll get to this, everybody in his kingdom dies, except for him. So he becomes the only survivor. And then he has this survivor guilt the whole time. Like, beautifully, right after the Doma Castle siege, we're going to the Phantom Train, where he's seeing all the dead people, like the famous scene where he sees his son and his wife and his king and all his people get onto the Phantom Train at the end and leave the world. And, like, he starts reconsidering death. And then his warrior, and then in the second half of the game, where it's the World of Ruin, you know, he takes this completely different thing. You know, he starts writing the love letters as an anonymous admirer, and it's all about... So basically, he goes from someone who, quote-unquote, doesn't really appreciate life and is a death seeker, to somebody who starts really appreciating life and seeing that death is terrible for the ones left behind, and he becomes much less of a death seeker. It's a very beautiful story. FF6 has great stories. Mark is an idiot. You know, he has terrible taste. He has no idea what he's talking about. Withdraw into the castle. We shall wait within its walls while our enemies grow tired without. Dres64. I use Cyan a lot too because I like the character and the design, but gameplay-wise, and again, gameplay doesn't really matter in easy games, but gameplay-wise, Cyan is very terrible. I'm like, he has no redeeming qualities, sadly. Oh, right, Dres6. Yeah, he's writing it as her fallen lover, but, like, it's, you know, he's hiding his identity is what I meant to say. Whatever. It'll be a while till we get there. We'll readdress it there. Alright, time to kill some dogs. What the fuck? That's a tanky-ass dog. Okay, this is pretty absurd HP. Yes. Oh yeah, and the other thing about these single target blitzes, even though they're so strong, is that they target randomly. So if you want to finish off an enemy like I just wanted to right then, didn't happen. This is a downside. I forgot about these blitzes. How many times have I played through 6? This is going to be my first time. Do they not have armor on? I think I forgot to give them... Okay. One time is too many. I agree. Let's give you Genji. Wait a minute. Doesn't Shadow jack my stuff when he leaves? I'm too lazy to remember all the checkpoints, so I'm just not going to give him anything. Yeah, fuck it. I forgot if I actually have to sneak past these guys. Either way, I'll kill him. I should have bought more shuriken. What was I thinking? Holy shit, that Magitech armor had like half the health of the dog. What are these stats? They don't make any fucking sense. Oh yeah, interceptor chance. Dog better than machine. Oh, okay, I see. I don't get the dash thing uh, while I'm in a dungeon, so I guess I have to wear sprint shoes. Piece of shit. General Leo, sir, the Domans appear to be playing a waiting game, so they're using their favorite strategy. General, we're ready to... Yeah, see, exactly. The waiting game is the Doman's favorite strategy. That's why I guess for Cyan's sword tech, you have to sit there and wait 10 seconds till it fully charges up. General, we're ready to storm the castle as soon as you give the order. Patience, if we attack now, there will be too many unnecessary casualties. But General, I am prepared to lay down my life for the Empire at any time. You're from Miranda, are you not? Huh? I mean, yes, sir, I am, but why do you ask? And I believe, guys in chat, like Drez Drodman and Minion, is this the soldier that was writing to the woman that Cyan takes over for? Because it was a soldier in Miranda, it was a girl in Miranda. Was this the soldier? Because that was like a sign of the big growth of, Cyan, right? Like, he's such an Empire hater, you'll see, but he starts to learn to sympathize for the other side because people are people. I don't know. Cyan sees the world very black and white in the beginning, and he undergoes some of the biggest change in the game. You would have me go there and deliver the news of passing to your family? What would I say when I handed them your sword? How could I even look at them? I mean, Necklord, you should know that Cyan being the worst playable character in this game, like in DFFOO as well, you should see it as a tribute, not an insult. You're a human being before you're a soldier. Don't be so eager to throw away your life. Emperor Gestahl wouldn't want you to die for nothing. Yes, sir. General Leo, sir. Carrier pigeon arrived from Emperor Gestahl. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return at once. Understood, sir. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Yes, sir. Listen to me. Don't rush things. That's all I ask. Sir, leave it to us, sir. Necklord is exactly right. For him to wait for nearly 2 years to be a viable character is also very Doman. Hey, Necklord. At least Cyan had some time to shine. When his EX came, he was very good for the couple of events that featured him. Remember that one where you have to kill the Phoenix over and over, and his whole like group cleanse and the dispel was like amazing for that fight. And then I think there was like an abyss that he was good. He was good for a couple of events. I don't think I could ever say Edgar and Sabin were top picks for any events, not even their own. So I think Cyan has gotten more than a good number of characters in the game. Let's be real. I'm counting on you. So that's General Leo. He may be an enemy, but he seems like a decent man. Once Leo is gone, I can turn this water into a flowing river of poison. Anyone who touches it will be pushing up daisies. Hee hee. I'm afraid his LD will be a 4-turn buff. He'll launch Quadra Slash after it expires. That would be so cool. You know what? You are absolutely right, Jeff Leopard. Like, if they really wanted to translate his FF6 kit to DFFOO, it would be that. Like, buffs, and they'd be like stat buffs or something, short ones, that once they expire, result in a huge follow-up. And I feel like that would be really, really cool for it. Or make him a counter character, to be honest, because, you know, his counter here, I forgot it was Sword Tech 2 or 3, is one of his best moves, because of the high potency, the low wait time, and it ignores defense. The only problem is, you know, if his turn comes up again and he hasn't countered, then it was a waste. I'm afraid the Emperor's called me back home. Try not to cause any trouble in my absence. I'll take care of things faster than you ever would. If General Leo was such a competent general, I don't think he would have left Kefka alone unsupervised here. If anything, I think General Leo's a giant idiot too. Nothing dirty, Kefka. They may be our enemies, but they're still human beings. Try not to forget that. We needn't show mercy to those who side with the returners. Which is good, because I never seem to have any of that stuff. Yes, you just go off and be a good little boy. Is the poison ready? But General Leo said, Leo's not here anymore. I'm in charge now. Fork it over. Some of our people are being held prisoner inside the castle. If any of them were to drink the water, who cares? They're the ones who were stupid enough to get caught by the enemy. I can't fault that logic. You're inhuman. Gah, pests at every turn. See, okay, so I like to imagine Sabin saying all this stuff because it's very out of character for Shadow to care. Pests at every turn. Guess I'll have to take care of you too. See, Kefka, in the game, all of his appearances, he uses a fucking flail. I wish they gave him... Well, I guess flail's not a weapon type in DFFOO, so... Kefka, wait. Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? That should be one of his voice lines, right? I don't know if it actually is. Wait. Oh, it is an NT? That's good to know. Alright, in typical RPG fashion, I'll ignore him and look for treasure. I'm trying to activate that scene. I don't remember, but the one where everyone asks, where did Shadow get that, like, meow voice line from? And I remember you're doing one of the tents, and then you get discovered, and then, one of the options is the meow. Is it this one? Yes. Monster in a box. Piece of shit. Luckily, blind doesn't work on magic, so Sabin is 1000% unaffected. Ah, damn it, now he's berserk though. Fuck. Wait, that hurts! Oh god! Am I gonna game over right here? Holy shit. This is what I get for doing a low-level run and not grinding anything. No, this is so bad. This is so bad. Where's all my AoE? And then they counterattack on death. Oh wait, no they don't. Okay, that's good. No, now Shadow's blind too! What a cruel world this is. The funny thing is, there's only one debuff slot in this game, so the Berserk removes the blind, and they can't stack. Oh my god, is that another... I'll just high potion just in case. Dang, this thing is tanky as shit. What the fuck? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. It is actually getting ridiculous. This treasure better be the coolest fucking thing ever. Wait, I should heal Shadow, because if he goes down, Sabin can't pick him up. There we go. Green Beret! I just bought 3 of those. Piece of shit. Mithril Glove. That's good. Oh wait, no! Green Beret is even better. But who the fuck gets Mithril Glove? Where does that go to? Cast Protect when the wearer is critically wounded. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Let's heal up again. And let's also get some, I can't find the tent where they meow, so I give up. Wait. You just don't give up, do you? Ouch. Kefka, wait. Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Yeah, how long do you expect me to put up with this? Next time I won't hold back. Oh yeah. Did he learn any new blitzes yet? No, okay. It's over here. Nothing. What's over here? Oh, there's a big base of nothing. Old RPGs, I guess. Oh, gripe. This is getting tiresome. Hey, you, handle the rest. Oh, these guys all counter on their death. Ah. Please hit the big guy. Nice. That's optimal speedrun strats right there. Efficient kills. 4 turns, 4 kills. Hee hee, nothing beats the sweet music of hundreds of voices screaming in unison. Wee hee hee. Wait, did the water change color? Did that happen and I didn't notice because I looked away for a second? Or did he just crouch for like 5 seconds? Yeah, I get a 4-day weekend. Sir Cyan. There's a great deal of activity in the Imperial camp. I think they may be preparing another assault. Does the water not look a bit odd? By the way, I want you to know that this is like the fastest acting poison ever. Kefka literally just ran away from Sabin, got away for like 5 seconds, poured for like 5 seconds, and now the entire castle is dead. Like, Sabin didn't have time to catch up to Kefka, or come to warn anybody, but all of these people apparently drank water. Like, this happens so fast. Like, in-game, this is when they switch back to Sabin, he's still chasing after Kefka. Like, okay, but it must be poison. What low-down, contemptible... We must warn the king. Go, Cyan, go! Yeah, so powerful, you don't even need to drink it. To the king, with all haste! Yes, the throne room is just ahead. Oh, now he runs. Now that someone's watching him. I guess I work the same way. Your Highness, who's there? Cyan, Your Excellency. Oh, Cyan, my sight is failing. I cannot see your face. Excellency, please, you must be strong. Cyan, you have defended this realm since the days of your father before me. I thank you for your service. Forgive me, I failed to protect our kingdom. No, Excellency, the fault lies not with thee. I fear for your family. Oh, my chest burns with every breath. Speak not, my lord, save thy strength. Go to your family, rah rah rah. Excellency. Sir Cyan! I guess Cyan's the only person in the entire kingdom that didn't drink any water. There may still be survivors in the castle. Let's split up and search. Oh god, he moves so slow. I forgot where to go, actually. Oh, I found it. Elaine! Do not leave me, Elaine. This is unpardonable. Owain! No. No! This is not possible. This cannot be happening. I will not forgive them. The Empire must pay for this. Hey, what about that treasure chest? I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Look at this idiot charging into the enemy camp and shouting for everyone. Enemy, all men to your positions. Can I stand between them? Rawr! Art thou an enemy as well? This is a cool tip. If you... Ouch, probably shouldn't have gotten in the middle of that. If you talk to him from the front, that happens. Do I lose HP for that? Hold on. Oh, it won't let me do it again. Either way, I should heal. See, all these little gameplay gimmicks, I guess, so you have to talk to him from behind specifically, I think. Let me give you a hand. I know not thy name or allegiance, but I welcome thy aid. There will be no mercy for thee. Try that again. Art thou an enemy as well? Just saw me fight beside you. These ones next? Grr, they are tougher than they would appear. I just realized none of these fights give any EXP. Look, I think we're gonna have to do this together. The thought had occurred to me as well. Wait, how do I switch turns? There we go. Alright, so you attack the weak one, so that Aura Cannon for sure attacks the big one. Okay, these are the super esports pro strats that let me clear Lufania. I am in thy debt. No need for thanks. I'm Sabin from the Kingdom of Figaro. We should get out of here. But I must avenge my family and my countrymen. If we stick around any longer, we'll have an entire regiment down our throats. There they are, this way. Hoo boy. I have an idea. Follow me. Isn't it funny that Sabin's coming up with all these ideas, but in DFFOO he's dumb as a rock? Sir Sabin, what manner of armored beasts might these be? I'll explain later, just climb in. Sir Sabin, how does one manipulate these abominations? Oh, thou art getting to be quite a pain in the... Great, now I'm even starting to talk like you. Listen, see that lever? The one right by your hand? Push it down. Sir Sabin, it appears to be in reverse. See, this is what I was talking about. The little nice humorous touches in between scenes. The old FFs really had that the new FFs really don't. The new FFs, we get the unironic cup noodle commercials. And trust me, those, I'm pretty sure those weren't intentionally humorous. Yeah, come on. Emerald Bard says, well, here Edgar isn't here, so his brain has to work overtime just to make ends meet. You're not wrong. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You know, to be fair, his posse of Cyan and Gao, Sabin is by far the brains of the outfit, which is pretty sad. Okay, let's bust our way out of here. Anyways, I missed the meow scene, but just take my word for it, it was here. Here they come, stop them. Yeah, Fox Gist. I think it was in one of the earlier tents, and I think I picked Kick It, and I was supposed to pick some other option to trigger it. Did you really think you'd get away? Lots of high potions. Okay, I think we should be safe now, so how do I get to Narshe from here? Narshe? I believe the only route passes through the forest to the south, but... Alright. If we're going into the woods, I guess we'd be needing these... We won't be needing these hunks of scrap metal anymore. Let's get going. Alright, I need a shop to buy more potions for ASAP. So, equipment. Alright. So stat-wise, stamina 33, 39. Wow. Well, Cyan's defense is higher, but Sabin has better tank stats than Cyan. I always thought of Cyan as more of a tank, so I always gave him the tank setup of, you know, at least right here, it'd be Knight's Code to cover, and then Black Belt to counter. Because at least later when we have more options, you give Sabin earrings and all the magic boosting stuff for his Blitz. But interesting to know that Sabin is really that tanky. I mean, in the other games, he is a tank. In the other games, I mean, like, in FF Brave Exvius, he's a magic tank. And I think he has some tanking capabilities in FFRK as well. Alright, let's go. Is there a town over here? Oh, it's Doma Castle. Hey, can I pick up that chest? Ah, son of a bitch. I guess that's for late game. Come on, less random battles. I don't want Shadow to leave before the Phantom Train. I love that when Shadow becomes Berserk, you can barely tell. Please hit the flying one. Ah, piece of shit. Yeah, it looks like even his sword text, even Fang, there's some charge time to it, because when you do attack, it is literally instant. For his sword text, it looks like he sits there for a couple more ticks before he goes. Oh wow, Macnol's not kidding. These old games had a lot of random encounters. To be fair, if you just fight every single one, you never have to grind. I think at level 15, Sabin learns his AoE, and then the game becomes much faster. Yay for counters. Let's see, ghosts. What's DPM? What are you saying, Riku? Don't get lost? Is there a chance for that here? There's a chance to get lost here? Alright, we'll see. No! Shadow! All you had to do was make it onto the train! All you had to do was make it onto the train, and then I would have been able to carry you the full duration. We were right there! You can literally see the train in the background! No! No! Now I have to do the whole train one party member short. Holy fuck. And so this is a nice little tip. Do people notice this? I remember reading a bunch of interviews and stuff, and like the game artists were saying they hit a lot of little details in the background, because this is the first time with the new engine that they could do these things. Like if you look at like you know, like FF5, FF4, it's all the pixel maps, right? But here they could throw in more like hand-drawn art in the background. So if you look at the lake really closely, too bad you can't see my finger pointing, but it looks like water reflected upside down in the trees, right? But if you look really closely, it's like a ghostly face staring at you. So if you look at like the trees and the branches when they meet, above that is the head. Can you sort of make out like the two eyes and the nose? And it's like a person staring at you, and then the rest is the body. I'll stand here like 5 seconds if you guys can. Yeah? There's a lot of little details like that throughout the game I'll be pointing out. There's the train. And these are just really cool locales, right? Like, the thing we were saying last stream, too, is let's be really, really honest. A lot of the newer FFs have a ton of, like, forgettable locations. I couldn't tell you a lot of the FF8 or FF13 locations off the top of my head, but I like how each consecutive dungeon is just so different. Now you're in a fucking haunted forest and you're riding a fucking train, you know, just coming from the fucking sand camp. It's great. A train? I thought all of Doma's railways had been destroyed in the fighting. There could be survivors. Let's take a look inside. 12 had some nice locations, but a lot of the crypts and labyrinths started to blend together for me in the late game. I can tell you some of the early game 12 stuff, but the late game dungeons, I forget for sure. Hey, looks like we can get in through here. Sir Sabin. We can't just wander around out here all day. We have to check inside. Sir Sabin. Don't worry, it'll only take a second. Sir Sabin. What in the world? We must leave at once. This is the Phantom Train. It's moving. We must get off this train at once. I gotta look up how to do suplex, because I know everybody wants to see that later. RL up down. What a weird fucking input. RL up down. We need to get off this train. The door won't open. I fear we are too late. What did you say this train was? This is the Phantom Train. It carries the souls of the departed to their final destination. Riku says, FF8 locations I could tell you, but 13, I couldn't name the locations, and I literally just played the game like a month ago. Yeah, same with like, 12 and a lot of locations. 8's tough. Honestly, I can't remember much of 8's dungeons, period. Even 7, I couldn't remember every dungeon. In the remake, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I vaguely remember these things, but not really. You're saying this train's giving us a one-way ride to the afterlife? Unless we find a way off, I'm afraid that is exactly where we'll end up. Well, I'm afraid that's a trip I'm gonna have to pass on. If it won't let us off, then we'll stop it ourselves. Let's make for the engine. Friendly Ghost. What's with this guy? He seems to want to accompany us. Sure, buddy. Might these be timetables? These? Huh? They're all blank. This train carries the dead to the afterlife. It's a little tough to be making timetables with as much conflict in the world as there is right now. Oh, that's cool commentary. Hey, what do you want? I'm this train's conductor. Wait, why is the conductor in the caboose of the train? Actually, you know what? I don't know enough trains to really comment on that. What business brings you here? Tell us about the train. The Emerald part is right. Why even have a schedule if it's not going to use it? The Phantom Train ferries the souls of the departed to the other side. Once the souls arrive, they're granted their eternal rest. Okay. How do we stop it? You want to stop the train? Search every corner of the engineer's compartment. I'm sure there's a way. Oh, does the engineer drive the train and not the conductor? You know what? I don't know. Somebody in chat, help us out. I believe Sabin was the very first... Ooh, can I get another ghost friend? Hell yeah, full party. And look at this meta strategy. It is less steps to leave the train from here, go around the outside. Damn it, I still ran into a random encounter. Well, it was like half the steps to leave and go around from the outside than it was to walk across the fucking floor to the left. These meta strats. Wait, why did I bring these guys along? Well, I guess for, like, body shields. I gotta fight the ghosts, because I remember some of them sell stuff. And I need potions for sure, holy shit. Welp, the ghosts are dead. That's that. I'm gonna have this ghost possess another ghost. Hang on here. And I'm pretty sure what happens is that it creates a paradox and both ghosts just die. It's kind of like when you introduce an illogical situation to a computer and it just gets caught in a paradox and self-destructs. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. That's That's some capitalist commentary for you there, Macnol. No point in overcharging for items, not like we can take it with us. Haha, get it? Because they're dead. Oh, thanks for... This salted the wound, selling me shurikens for a party member I don't have. Actually, I have a ton of money. Can I max out on this? Maybe like 30. A couple of antidotes. Hey, where are the tents at? Whatever. Wait, wasn't Cyan's level 1 Bushido called Dispatch, not Fang? This is the quote-unquote more accurate translation, Riku. So, in DFFOO, it's called Fang, right? It's called Bushido Fang. Just like it's called Bushido, not Sword Tech. And fucking gravity attacks! Okay, so I did the fighting game thing. And when the fighting game thing is when you switch sides, you're supposed to reverse the inputs. But I guess you don't in this game, and you just keep doing the same fucking input. So that really threw me off, and I'm kind of pissed that you don't get to reflect the inputs. But I don't blame them. You know, your typical RPG player is much dumber than your typical fighting game player. So the concept of having to do a quarter circle in the opposite direction now that you're facing the other way is... Damn it! I did it again by fucking reflex! I've been playing too much Dragon Ball Fighters. Cyan, you'll have to carry me because my my fucking blitz inputs are gonna be all over the place now. Oh, that's the merchant again. Nope. Nope. Alright, join up. Are you friendly? No. This is considered the upgraded translation, Riku. That's why, like, Sabin's blitzes in DFFOO are called, like, Razor Gale and Aura Cannon instead of, whatever it was called and Aura Bolt. Oh yeah, that's fair, Riku, but I'm surprised you didn't question all the different names in DFFOO. They took it from this and what is considered the more canon translation. You don't have Sabin or Cyan. I thought you loved FF6, and you're just running around here with no FF6 gear? That's disgusting. Why can't you pull on the current banner with Sabin? Oh, I already have full party? Oh, right, you're a hipster. You didn't want to pull for Gladio because, you know, he's too strong. You just do what Arrow does and pull and then not use them. And then lie and then use them. You know, because, like, Arrow, I think she said no villains ever, but we all know that she used Machina a shit ton, and then she actually used Arden a shit ton too. And her excuse, okay, so this stupid game, so you go into this car and you run to the end and it's a dead end. And then you have to come back and then these ghosts are blocking your way. So I don't like random encounters, I'm not going to run down. But so you come here, no escape. Yeah, but like, yeah, I think she used Arden a good amount, who is very clearly a villain. And she said it's because she purpled him because of a donation goal. But nobody said she had to use him, just to purple him. And then she was trying to talk herself into how Vayne is not a bad guy in DFFOO now, so it should be okay to use Vayne whenever he gets his LD. So, you know, just keep a watch on that. All these gray areas, like a lot of people were saying Vayne is a gray area. I really don't think Vayne is a gray area. Just because a villain is sympathetic doesn't mean they're good people. No escape. Who's there? Came from over here. No escape. God, they're coming after us. No escape. See, to be fair, Arrow hasn't played a lot of FF games, so she goes purely on what she sees in DFFOO, and apparently if you only go by DFFOO, Vayne and Machina have done nothing wrong. And I think that's a stupid argument. I think it's just stupid to say I refuse to use villains in general. Like, just play the game, right? Just use the gameplay mechanics that the game gives you. Making up a moral code to say no villains, and then constantly justifying it to play villains seems like a really dumb thing to me. That's why I give her a lot of crap about it. There are more of them this way. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. You know, it's as dumb as saying I don't want to pull a character because he's too meta. Like Riku and Gladio. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Actually, I'm not going to keep reading this. They just don't let up. I believe we've reached a dead end, Sir Sabin. Alright. So this is one of the 50 times that Sabin displays his anime protagonist strength. You know, later on he holds up a like 5-story mansion for like 20 minutes or something. I don't know. He does a lot of dumb, crazy ass shit. He even says like, yeah, the earth swallowed me up when the world got destroyed and I clawed myself back to the surface. I don't know. It's hilariously anime and hilarious because in this setting, nobody else is nearly as superhumanly powerful as he is, and I love it. And then again, it's all the One Punch Man narrative of I trained really hard. That's why I can do all these things that no normal person could do. Has thou an idea? Yes. Time has come to put my training to use. Come, Cyan. And see, here, he's carrying Cyan on his back, and Cyan's in, like, full plate mail. And Sabin's just like, we're gonna jump trains! Yahoo! No escape. Hey, it couldn't still be. Did he really think that jumping, like, 2 train cars is gonna stop these ghosts from chasing them? We'll have to detach the cars. That should be the end of that. And I think by magic, if you hit the same button again, boom! The car opens up. Oh, I forgot to talk about this mechanic. Not that it really... You've all seen it in action now, but there's basically 3 types of ghosts in this game. Ones that sell you a basic item shop, ones that'll join your party, and they're terribly weak. But if you use the Possess skill, it's basically a guaranteed kamikaze attack where they kill themselves and the target. And the ones that attack you. So it was a very interesting little switch up they attempted on this train. These guys have a weird-ass fucking mechanic. This floating black specter thing in the middle does a bunch of gravity attacks. And then these things, I forgot, they drain health or mana, and they slowly tick down and lose mana every couple of ticks for some... I have no idea what they were thinking. Whatever. Weird enemies. Please be seated if you wish to order. And here's another great Sabin moment. Food, food, bring me everything you've got. He's just like pounding the table, demanding for ghost food. Is this train's food truly safe to eat? I love the little belly laugh that Sabin does, right? Like he puts both hands to his belly and then laughs really like, I love the laugh he does. What are you worried about? Can't wage a war on an empty stomach. Do what thou wilt, sir. I'm sure there's no stopping thee. And this is my favorite part. So, Cyan's careful, and he avoids eating the food. But Sabin just eats everything on the table. Gobble, snarf, slurp. And it restores the HP and MP of both of them. So, Sabin eats so much, I guess, that both of them become healthy. Oh, Emerald Bard here with some supplementary lore. If I recall, there was a bug where they're supposed to regen, but because they are undead, the healing is making their situation worse. Yeah. Somebody didn't think that through. Whew, I'm stuffed. Shall we get moving? And if I leave, you come to the back of the car here, grab the treasure. Earring! Yes, finally! And then if you put Cyan or Shadow in the lead, they have their own dialogue in response to giving food. Really? I actually didn't know that. Let me try that. Or is it only the first time? Dang, how do you quick change characters? At least on the SNES, there was a button you could hit to immediately switch the lead. Also, Riku, it's good that you're watching the GBA translation of FF6 now, because it's a good amount better, not perfect, but it's a good amount better, and there's a lot of more accuracies, so you might learn a couple of new things here and there while you're... I didn't know that Shadow and Cyan had different dialogue, but I don't think I'm going to get them to repeat it here. Okay, that didn't work out. Actually, why is Sabin even in the front? He does full magic damage from the back. What am I doing? Dude, are they still level 12? I feel like I haven't gained a level in ages. What is happening? Jesus Christ. You must have to grind a lot to actually gain a level. Is it because I have all these ghosts in my party and they're sapping my EXP? That's what I'm gonna... Oh, damn, look how much the earring has boosted his damage. I think in typical Square Enix fashion, they don't tell you how much of a stat boost these relics actually give you, but it must be significant. God, look at this low-run game. Sabin's running, like, laps around everyone else in DPS. It's just fucking ridiculous. Hold it right there. I am Siegfried, the greatest swordsman in all the world, and that treasure belongs to me. So, Siegfried was supposed to be a new version of Gilgamesh. So you remember in FF5, that was Gilgamesh's big debut, right? Like, and then he started reappearing in all the games. So in FF5, I think Gilgamesh was such a big hit and a fun character. They're like, hey, let's try to recreate this in FF6. So I don't know if it's just a tribute or they actually tried to launch the character. But Siegfried, another famous swordsman from legend just like Gilgamesh, and, you know, he has this kooky gimmick where he's going around and trying to collect the world's greatest treasure. Just like, you know, how Gilgamesh was trying to find Excalibur, the world's strongest sword. So, basically, knock off Gilgamesh, following them around in FF6 and messing with them and doing a bunch of 1 damage hits. The point is, we'll probably see this character in DFF00 before Red 13. If I were you, you over-muscled moose, I'd grab Grandpa there and run away while you still can. See, they're trying to give him that funny dialogue, too. And Sabin's great belly laugh. Greatest windbag is more like it. You're the one who had best beat a brave retreat. Fuck. What? Brazen words for a man about to be spitted upon my blade like a plump and juicy pig. On guard. And so he has this boss music that's usually reserved for the toughest enemies in the game. So you're like, this isn't just a regular boss, it's a super boss. And then he does the Gilgamesh special of doing like 1 damage 1,000,000 times. And then Scion's counter kills him. All bark, no bite. No, it cannot be, but the last laugh belongs to me. Wah ha ha, the treasure is mine. Au revoir, my friends. And see, the other thing, Riku, is that a lot of people don't realize how truly strong Sabin is, because I think most people build him physically, not knowing all his blitzes were magic damage. So, everyone I know, like, let's be honest, DFF00 community, when Sabin's kit comes out, they're like, why is Sabin doing magic damage? Like, it's a big fucking mystery. He was 100% a magic damage dealer in his game, but I think everyone just saw Monk and thought physical attacks, and geared him completely wrong, so he's not doing thousands of damage a turn. But if you give him all magic gear and all magic relics, then, like, holy shit, is he really doing what he's supposed to be doing? Wait, why was there a fight entering a door? What the fuck? Guys, I don't know about you, but as we look at Sabin's moves, where he's shooting energy beams and summoning fire and wind and stuff, like, those aren't physical moves. clearly magic. Get out of here. I like to think in the DFF00 event, Sabin gets lost in the Phantom Forest, right? And his event boss were the Ghost Brothers. I like to think that in DFF00, since it serves as a sequel to these games, that the world pulled Sabin back into the Phantom Forest, and all the ghosts that he ordered to kamikaze on this train teamed up to fight him, and those are the Ghost Brothers. And the whole thing with the Ghost Brothers is every time one of them dies, they enrage even harder, right? So it makes a lot of sense. Like, vengeful ghosts coming back for Sabin's malicious orders. Monster in a box. Hey, can I possess these? What? Sabin, no! Why didn't I heal? Now he's not gonna get any EXP. Oh wow, so possess is a really easy way to just... Ooh, Hyper Wrist. Great. Now he got no EXP. Hyper Wrist, I think raises attack, right? Yeah, boost strength. So let's, you know what, let's be really honest. Cover is useless in this game, so let's give him that Hyper Wrist. Sniper Eye. And I believe Sniper Eye was either raise accuracy or ignores blind. Kitus, yes. Mark is an idiot. Oh no, my ghost died again. Hey, can you possess the Phantom Train? Probably not, right? They wouldn't let you instant kill a boss like that. Oh, I remember what those ghosts do now, Emerald Bard. They cast, Osmos on you. That's the old name. What's the new FF name where you drain mana? It's not Osmos anymore. That's the, bad translation. But I forget, but they drain your mana, but nobody in your party at this point has mana. So, they were completely useless enemies. It was funny, though. Shit, are the instructions here? I forgot! So I think there's supposed to be a book that you read that tells you the switches you have to hit. But if I do it by memory, I think it was one on each side. And then up here. I think. Is this right? Actually, what happens when you do it wrong? I should have done that for science. So, you're the ones who've been slowing me down, right? I'll do the suplex. I swear to you guys, it's anticlimactic by this point because everyone's expecting it. By the way, I love this fight that, like, that they get thrown off the train in front of the train, and they have to fight the train while outrunning the train. I don't know. This is the old FF zaniness I missed, and the Phantom Train has like the coolest attacks that we're probably not going to see because I'm going to kill it really fast. But like throwing all the ghosts at you and throwing wheels at you, like this was like the coolest fight. Oh, and Doom, right? So this became a meme just because, again, for the absurdity of the situation, being able to suplex that entire train you were running on. Along with the running, the Doom, the mechanics are always cool, game's really easy, and then another thing I missed from the old games is exploiting gameplay mechanics for an easy kill, like you would in old school D&D, right? Like undead, healing items hurt undead, so throw a Phoenix down on the Phantom Train. And it's an instant kill. So it's beautiful. The Phoenix down is an instant kill on the Phantom Train. I will let you go. And then the train's still here. But first there's something I must do. Seems we have arrived. Whew, glad to be off that thing. The faster we leave that train behind, the better. Sabin has the best, like, pumped pose, too, where he's like doing a fist pump and looks really angry. I think Sabin had, like, the best poses. Is that Elaine? Owain. Cyan, was that your wife and son? The train's leaving. And see the slapstick of just slapping Sabin off the platform. Elaine! Owain! My love, you made me so happy. Thank you. Dad, I'll keep practicing with my sword so I can keep Mom safe. And so, this is one of those more innovative gameplay things where you literally just have to sit here and wait in real time for Cyan to mourn. Like, he'll just say nothing, and you can't really leave the platform, and you just have to give him some time. And we're back! As a kid, that seemed like I had to wait a lot longer and really reflect on what happened. But now that I just relived that, I think that was like 5 seconds. Oh, hold on, sorry. I gotta check a thing. There we go. Oh, that's so much more EXP, what the fuck? Did I learn a new blitz yet? I'm tired of single target. God! You know, FF6's battle theme is catchy, but as much as this is my favorite game, I think FF6 has one of the least exciting FF battle themes. Like, I don't know why they chose this type of song, but it doesn't make me get in the mood for a fight. Like, the FF7, you know what, FF7 and on, the fight songs got a lot better. T. Sarathi, that might be true. But as a kid, I always had it by the time they met back up in Narshe. Actually, I think that's still possible. You still have the whole Veld to go through, and the Serpent's Trench. So he could gain 2 more levels by then. So it's still possible. But I remember it makes the upcoming war so much easier. So I remember the devs always said they were really proud of these like background animations, and I remember that they said the waterfall was stuff that they couldn't do until the technology for FF6 came out. And I'm talking about the waterfall here and as a background during the fights we're about to have. So this is supposed to be the last checkpoint for Shadow. And if you have Shadow here, he leaves your party here no matter what to make room for Gal later. And it's hilarious because you'll see this scene where they're like, it's a dead end, and Sabin's gonna jump, and Shadow's just like, no, fuck that. I'm not jumping down the waterfall, I'm out. This must be Barren Falls. To the south of here lies the Veldt. 'Tis a wild and dangerous land, inhabited by all manner of ferocious beasts. But if we turn around and go back, the Empire will be waiting for us. The village of Mobliz lies on the eastern coast. If we can make it through the Veldt, we can head there. I remember Cyan objecting to this jump, but I guess not. I guess this makes sense to them, that Sabin can just jump down a waterfall and survive. I guess after seeing him jump all those train cars, he just had complete faith in Sabin's like superhuman abilities. What rages am I going to grab? This is gonna be as fast as a playthrough as I can manage. So I actually don't know. You know what? I never actually studied Gao to know what the best beginning rages are. But what I always use is Magitech Armor. Always seemed really legit to me because you got, I think Magitech Armor gives you like a Gigavolt and Magitech Laser, right? Magitech Laser is like this great potency single target, and Gigavolt is great for all the water enemies that come up in the next section. Ghost would often cast Bolt 2. You know what? I'm going to rely on chat to tell me what rages are actually good, because the last time I played this game, I was a kid and I went for aesthetic, so I always thought Magitech Armor was one of the best ones to start with. And Ghost I thought would spam fire, but if it really does do like Bolt 2 a bunch, then... A youth draped in monster hides, his eyes shining with a warm and gentle light. Was Cat Scratch really that good? You know what? I'll pick up a couple of blitzes just to show how Gao works. and then we'll just go off of whatever we have, and then change it up from battle to battle. Cat Scratch is the only must-have? Alright, we'll test it out. I never used Cat Scratch in my older playthroughs, to be honest. So how this is supposed to work is you have to solve this puzzle of how to get Gao, and like the Velt, how the Velt works is any monster you've ever killed has a random chance of showing up in the Velt, and it goes by monster groups, because all the monster groups are set. So for example, we just went through the Doman Camp, and you saw how, or the Ghost Train, you saw how the monsters are split like that. Any monster party you've ever killed has an equal chance of showing up. So right now in the early game, we haven't met that many unique monster groups, so getting what you want should be easy. But the problem is, later in the game, when you've encountered all the monster groups, holy shit, is hunting for stuff hard. Oh, there you go, Stray Cat and Cat Scratch right here. So how it works is, starting now, every monster group you kill in the Velt, Gao learns. And then you're supposed to solve this puzzle of how to get him on your party. And right now you really can't do anything, so no matter what items and stuff you give him, he's just a kid who stands there saying, "Ooh, I'm hungry." And then, you know, Cyan and Sabin are throwing aura cannons and fangs into his face. Wow, wow, you strangers, go away from Velt. And like, in my headcanon, they're just beating Gao up the whole time while they're wandering around lost in this giant grass field that is the Velt, right? And like, so for first-time players of FF6, oh, this must be a good one, right? Because this mini boss was kicking my ass in the camp. He's got to have a good rage. Is this really just as strong as he was in the camp? That'd be ridiculous. Oh, God. What an annoying enemy. Hey, can you miss with Fang? I think it's 100% accuracy, right? And I think in DFFOO are Cyan's moves 100% accurate too? Do they not miss? Because that was a special thing in FF6. His Bushido doesn't miss. Alright, yeah, but so for first-time FF6 players who probably have no idea what's going on, first you get lost in that giant part of the map, and you gotta look for the one place you can come, which is this town. And Gao keeps showing up, and he just stands there, and no matter what you do, he runs away. So the whole point of this game is to solve the mystery, and again, you do that by chatting with NPCs, and getting the story from there. I'm not going to talk to every NPC and get the lore, but basically I think enough NPCs around here talk about the dried meat, the dried jerky. Old man's lost his marbles. They say he threw out his own kid, thinking he was some kind of monster. See, like, by talking to these fucking NPCs, you start learning about, you make the connection. If you were here at the beginning of the stream, we met Gao's dad, who talked about throwing a kid out onto the Velt, and now they're talking about, hey, look, they're reminding you that old crazy-ass man threw his kid out on the Velt. And yet, so many people have played FF6 and didn't know Gao had a dad and a whole subquest to it. But, you know, that's why video games handhold so hard in the modern era, which really sucks, because I think people have ADD and don't really explore. This region's known as the Velt. Monsters migrate here from all over the world, so it can be quite dangerous outside the town. You never know what you might run into. Where's that asshole who tells me to go buy meat and feed the boy? Carrier pigeons are our only link to the outside world. Out hunting yesterday, I could have sworn I saw a kid running along with the pack of monsters. Wonder if it was just my overactive imagination. I threw some dried meat to a herd of hungry animals last time I was out on the Velt, and would you believe it? Some kid scrambled out of the herd and ran off with it. And see, he's standing right next to the item shop. Hint, hint. So you go into the item shop, And you buy that dried 150 gil. What a fucking ripoff. A potion is 50, but dried meat is 150. Bullshit. Yeah, buy that. Something pigeon carrier clock has an elixir. Let's go take a look. Every working clock in this game carries an elixir. Let me know if you need anything. I can send packages all over the world for you. I think there's like this this side quest delivering mail in this game too, with the pigeons. Entrance of the Serpent Trench, blah blah blah. Wait, wasn't there a hidden room here? Or is that later? Yeah, that's in the World of Ruin. Also, notice how Gao is magically in your party as if you were meant to recruit him at some point. Where is he in my party? You have to be quiet. The soldier inside this house is hurt real bad, so Mom says we have to keep our voices down. Grievously injured soldier wandered in the village just not too long ago. I dressed his wounds, but his condition doesn't seem to be improving. Those letters coming from the town of Miranda. Okay, so yeah. So this is the Mirandan soldier that's exchanging letters. This is an important detail for the second half of the game. Because, see, Cyan meets this person on the journey and continues writing the letters in his stead later. So just a detail to remember. So he's fatally wounded, and he's writing letters to his sweetheart in Miranda from Mobliz. I'm a soldier from Miranda. When our town fell to the Empire, I was forced to join the Imperial Army. I tried to flee rather than help them attack Doma, but they came after me. Okay, so yeah, Riku was right. The soldier who was talking to General Leo, who was talking about his sweetheart in Miranda, is right here, and he's like, oh, we're supposed to attack Doma, but I ran away, so he deserted, so he deserves to die. Now I can't even move. I'll never see Lola again. There's a letter on my desk. Would you be kind enough to bring it to me? There are even more Imperial soldiers walking the streets of Miranda these days, but things are peaceful otherwise. The flowers in the garden will soon bloom and announce the arrival of spring. How are you doing? I'm worried. I so wish that I could fly to your side and be with you. Please think only about getting better and try not to push yourself too hard. Rest knowing that I spend every day thinking only of you and wishing I could see you. Lola. I'd like to write her back, but I don't even have the strength to pick up a pen. Anything else in this town? Dwayne and Katerin are both 16. Ah, what a magical age. The springtime of love. And this is hinting at another subplot that comes later when they're the crux of Terra regaining her will to fight. These two teenagers that knock each other up. Sprint shoes. What does White Cape do? Imp and silence. Blah. Alright, let's go farm some rages. Alright, so how it works is as long as Gao does not join your party, he keeps learning the movesets of everything you kill in the Veld. So while it would be hilarious to show you something, I'm going to do this the optimal way. Like, you can recruit Gao, and then... Oh, see, look, I already queued up Fang. I can't stop. But you recruit Gao, and then you tell him to go leap into the wild and learn more rages. And so he'll keep coming back. And when he comes back, I think he automatically joins you again when you find him again. But you can just keep hitting him to make sure he doesn't rejoin you so he can keep learning rages. So what we're going to do is, instead of recruiting him, we're just going to beat him up every time we see him and hope he keeps learning rages. And I think when you send him out to leap, there's a minimum amount of fights before he comes back to you. Like, at least 2 or so. And he has a random chance of coming back to make sure he at least learns a couple of rages. But This way is a lot easier. Plus, I'm not spending another 150 gil on dried meat. That's bullshit. Fuck gravity enemies, man. Jesus Christ. All they do is waste your healing potions. Oh, Emerald Bard is right. When you're buying gear, it shows Gao in the lineup already. You're right. I should suplex Gao. So what am I looking for? You guys said Ghost is good. I think I ran into a Ghost. I want to pick up Magitech armor. And then what else are some really good early rages I can just get out of the way? Oh, by the way, you don't gain any EXP in the Veld. Oh shit, I just realized my HP is really low. Stray Cat I picked up, yeah. If there is any others. You know what? I'll stop when I get to Magitech armor. Where the fuck are the Magitech armors? Come on. Actually, I don't even remember all the enemy types that we've encountered so far. I mean, Is it... If anyone knows, is it only enemies encountered on Saban's route? Or do they pull things from, like, Narshe and stuff, too, right? They should. I think. I don't know. It's a lot of RNG farming. It's rough. They should give you an achievement for farming every single rage. Completing the rage list. Whoops. It's just a blitz target dummy at this point. Alright, I'm bored. We'll do 2, 3 more if there's no Magitech armor. I'm picking them up. Ooh, Lobos. The concept of Gao's kit is really interesting though, right? Because sometimes monsters have really unique kits. I think they all have 2 to 4 different moves. And the thing is, like the Lobo here, their stats are so low that even though they have cool moves, you know, they're worthless at this point. But with Gao, all the moves start scaling to his player character stats. So a lot of moves that you think are, oh, pretty cool, you can actually back up with good stats in this game. It's a very interesting concept. I feel like if Gao was able to lock into a rage, and you could pick what monster moves he used, that would have been more fun. But they wanted to mix a blue mage with a berserker, and basically he locks in and he randomly chooses the moves, and I believe they all have different probabilities depending on the kit of what he uses. And it's just in a turn-based RPG, I just don't find berserkers fun, and this game has 2 berserkers. You have Gao and Umaro. I feel like Gao could have been a much cooler character if they didn't make him such a berserker, but I guess it fits his character. And I guess choosing certain enemy moves would be broken. And you've got 3 flavors of blue mages in this game. So Gao has access to the entire monster kit, but it is random what he gets. Strago has access to a very, very specific collection of blue magic, but you can choose to use it at will. And Realm has control of one monster attack, because I think if you use control, depending on the monster, they always use one very specific attack. Oh, there's the Magitech armor. And so it's 3 different flavors of blue mage, and I really like the concept. And obviously the quickest way to give Strago his blue magic too is to use Realm and Gao, because Gao has a chance of using the move in front of Strago, so Strago can learn it. Or if Realm has control, she can specifically make the monster use that move so that Strago can learn it. So they all have this great type of synergy together. Oh, okay, let's actually feed him this time. But it's very interesting how they did that. And again, I love that, wait, where's the meat? I love that FF6 invented so many staples of the series and experimented in so many ways, because so many things from the later FFs are just tributes to the older mechanics. It's very rarely did they invent anything. Like, let's be honest, Sabin was the first monk that they did anything unique with. Monks before this, they were just physically punching things, or you got Yang and his kick, which at least was unique. Everything from here on, you got fucking Tifa and Zell just ripping off his blitzes. Let's be real. They all ripped off Sabin. What a peculiar child. Oh yeah, you're right. Mog is another berserker. So you got 3 types of blue mages, 3 types of berserkers. Because once Mog starts dancing, he's locked in and doing random shit too. I am Cyan, and this is Sabin. You Sabin. You Cyan. Me want more food. Sorry, all gone. By the way, if you play DFFOO or you're familiar with the anime trope, in Japanese, he's always referring to himself in third person, right? Like, Gao want more food. But I guess in the English translation, referring to yourself in third person really isn't a thing. It's like, it's a very anime thing. Just like when you rank things and you have an S tier, only Japan ranks things from S tier. If you give me a tier list or you tell me anything is an S tier, I know you're a fucking weeb. Because only Japan in anime does that. Everywhere else in the normal goddamn world uses A as the highest ranking. Only Japan uses S. So you can always spot a weeb when they either speak in third person or say anything is S tier. Sorry, all gone. You go. Get more for me. You're a regular little munchkin, huh? And you, afraid of me. You want some of this? Me not want hurt you. Stop looking at me like that. And this is supposed to be them fighting. Wheeze, you're pretty tough for a little guy. Ah ha ha, that fun. You strong. And a little slapstick humor where Gao just exits early. You fall for it. Fall for trick. Shut up. Oh dear. Do simmer down, sirs. O thou, old wild one, who might thou be? Thou? Thou. Thou. Actually, I need to look up what the original Japanese for this line is, for thou is. Thou. Thou, thou. Thou, thou. You angry? Cyan, you angry me? Cyan, you angry me? And he's just gonna repeat this. I'm not repeating it. He just dances around. Listen, his family was just... Whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper. Okay. Me understand. Me sorry. I gotta catch up on chat. Yeah, you can get monsters from the start of the game here. Also, Korea uses the S tier. Yeah, well, Korea and Japan do a lot of things very similarly, like their idols. And all gone, even when you could buy more dried meat for the sake of general healing. Oh yeah, what dried meat is what? Like 200, 250 healing? It's big healing, but is it worth 150 gil? Oh yeah, it's the old Japanese dialogue, but I want to know what they specifically used for thou. Me understand, me sorry. Gao not mean person. Water under the bridge. Let us not dwell on such things. Sir Gao, I have a feeling we will get along quite well. Wilt thou join us? Oh, Gao give you present. Gao give Cyan and Sabin nice present. Thanks for food. Right. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna give us? Gao's treasure. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Can anything be that shiny? Mr. Thou like shiny thing? Mr. Thou's that one. Over there. And this is another thing, like, a lot of people call Cyan Mr. Thou, but any true FF6 fan knows that Mr. Thou is Sabin, because Cyan refers to Sabin as Thou, so of course Sabin is Mr. Thou, not the person saying Thou, the person being referred to as Thou. Anyways, a shiny thing, eh? Locke's gonna be jealous when he hears about this. Who Locke? He bad man? Maybe he tries steal Gao's treasure. Locke, well he's... Listen when someone's talking to you. I believe he's trying to tell us something. Ah, fine. Well, what is it? Here, shiny thing here. Where Sabin is, that Mobliz. Cyan stand place, river bring you. Gao stand, crescent mountain. Moon-shaped mountain. Shiny thing there. I'm impressed that he can say crescent. Well then, shall we be off? We might as well see what's at this crescent mountain of his. Gao's treasure that he is willing to give to us because we fed him. Locke's a thief. He stole 75k gems from me going for Noah. No, never forget. Why do we have to invite someone like him along? Mr. Thou, hurry up. We leave you behind. I told you before, my name is not Mr. Thou. And here you have the imp, or in Japanese, the kappa. Oh my god, they translated it to kappa, which is, yeah, kappa is way more accurate, but I know all the English localization people, all us boomers who grew up on the game, it was originally imp. But it makes sense, because, you know, back then in the Pokemon anime, when, you know, onigiri or rice balls were jelly donuts and hamburgers, they didn't really want to bring in all the Japanese stuff and have to explain what a kappa is, so they just called it an imp. Here's how to build Gao's skills. Choose Leap when he's in the Veld. Keep fighting on the Veld, eventually Gao will reappear. When he reappears, he'll have learned the attacks of all the monsters you were fighting when he left, as well as those you fought when he returned. Wah! Choose Rage to have Gao use any of the attacks he has learned. And now, please continue your quest. To be fair, Emerald Bard says because we dumb Americans couldn't possibly know Japanese lore and wouldn't question why an imp would have a pool of water on his head. To be fair, the graphics make it so you don't really know it's a pool of water on his head. Let's be real. We already got Stray Cat. We're done. We're out of here. Fuck this place. I hate farming. Which is why I never do the daily hunt tokens in Dissidia. Yeah, Macnol's right. It always looked like a strange flower on his head. You know what? I can agree with that. The worst thing about the rages is that the list can actually become incredibly long. Let me show you the full length of the list. I'm still scrolling, guys. So imagine if you collected all the rages and you wanted to use a specific one. You can't even sort it however you want. You'd have to know where it is and go to it every fucking time. This is why it's a neat concept, but the execution is complete dog shit. Wait, where's my stray cat? Where the fuck is my stray cat? Oh, hell no. Do I have to farm it again? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I killed it. I killed a stray cat, right? No, you should be able to get new rages, because a lot of the stuff I killed is already there. Let me see. No, it's supposed to be everything in between, T-Sarathi, for sure. You get I'm pretty sure you get everything in between. Let's just, let's go back for that stray cat real quick. Could have fucking sworn I killed a party of... I thought it was he learns everything in between, not just when he comes back and stuff. I'll double check this real quick. Either way, I'll do a couple more fights and then move on. Farming stray cat sounds like something an odd cat lady would say. The tutorial is a liar, T. Sarathi. Fuck the tutorial. And fuck that kappa. Or a street food vendor. Yeah, so he's always out for at least 2 fights. See, yeah, he's out for a couple of fights because they want to let you collect the rages. There's that fucking stray cat. What good luck. I don't even remember facing this monster group before, but it must have happened. For some reason, a stray cat is hanging out with this bird monster and these giant grasshoppers. Who am I to question monster design? This was all Tetsuya Nomura's work. Did you know his very first job was, he was a monster designer in FF5, I believe, for his very first job, and then he was lead monster designer of FF6. So all of this stuff, all these monsters you see here, that is vintage Tetsuya Nomura. And, you know, I think I really liked it when he was designing monsters and not Japanese teenagers. Hey Ragnamune, I'm killing time before dinner actually. I'm gonna be going to my dinner in a bit. I got like another hour or so. So I was gonna finish Sabin's route. Let's see if that's possible. Here, you can hit him and send him back out and to collect more rages. And I'm really tempted to do it. But I'll let him come back. I like his class as feral youth. Cyan is a samurai, Sabin's a monk, but he's a feral youth. Anyways, I figured there's a lot of non-Americans here, so I was gonna stream, have some fun, because there's no podcast today. At least before dinner. We'll see if I do anything after dinner. Probably not. Shiny thing of Gao's is in here. And where exactly might it be found, Sir Gao? Gao, forget. Shall we look around? Seems we have no choice. I think if you check here, so you check a bunch of places, and I'm pretty sure one of these places will throw my money away. Not here? Okay. I remember checking random places lets him do random things. A potion. Could this be Sir Gao's treasure? What is it? Gao, did you see something? Wow! Ugh, my money pouch. There was 500 gil in there. You son of a bitch. I would kill him right now. Gao, you little... Oh dear, Sir Sabin, please let it go for all of our sakes. Grr. Anything up here? No. Is this it? The shiny treasure? Treasure, treasure! It's nothing but a dirty glass bowl. Kinda looks like it would fit over your head. I wonder if we could use this. It might let us breathe underwater. Alright, let's go. So, if you haven't figured it out yet, Sabin's plan for everything is just to jump into running water and hope it carries him around the world. So he's he's so fucking invulnerable that he's just like, hey, the quickest way to the ocean and back to Narché's gotta be jumping into these fucking rapids, right? And then again, we all know this isn't how scuba works. You don't find a broken, rusty-ass scuba helmet, or in this case, maybe made of gold because it's so fucking shiny. And it's just the headpiece. There's no other apparatus. They're literally just putting this glass bowl onto their head and jumping into the water. And there's no way it works. Saban's just superhuman. I think he thinks that putting on the helmet works. And really, he's just jumping into the rapids in the ocean. And it's just his superhuman abilities that are letting them float safely through the fucking waters. Because there's no way it doesn't work. It's just him. It's like a fucking placebo, right? Like he thinks this is letting him breathe underwater. It really is just all him at this point. Always go right. Isn't there some points where if you go left you get treasure? Or is left always a dead end? Like, aren't there alternate routes to get all the treasure? Oh, the easiest way to get Mog's Water Rondo, Ragnamune, is that, if you remember, in the World of Ruin, when you travel with Figaro, you hit an underground cavern where you find, the Stone Queen, and if you fight there, that counts as underwater, and you can get it there, so you don't have to do this. Also, where the fuck is the stray cat? I swear to God, guys, you guys saw me collect that stray cat. I even came back during this stray cat, so he should have picked it up, because the tutorial said he should have. What's a Cartogra? Yeah, Ragnamuna, that's how I always picked up Water Rondo. Much, much easier. Where is Stray Cat? I'm never using Gao again. How dare he cheat me out of... I actually don't remember this soundtrack. I mean, it's familiar, but I wouldn't have even thought of it until I was playing it today. Alright, I'm gonna take CSAM's advice of always going right and hope that leads me to all the treasure. Oh, this trench thing, I know the devs were really proud of this too. This was, again, only possible with technology that they made FF6 on, not any of the previous SNES stuff. They really played with this, shit. I called it Mode 6 last time, but I got yelled at because that was incorrect, so I'm gonna say Mode 7. I'm pretty sure I was one number off, and I only called it 6 because, FF6. Mode 7! Thank you, Ragnamune. Yeah, and Tisarathi. Thank you. Yeah, Mode 7, the whole point of FF6 for Squaresoft was to show off Mode 7. And remember, Square was always, like, cutting edge of graphics for a long time until, like, 12. I think, like, up to 10. Up to FF10, Square was always the golden standard of pushing graphics. I missed treasure! CSAM, you lied to me! CSAM, you fucking liar! I missed the treasure! Oh yeah, I should give Gao some equipment, actually. Emerald Bard with the tidbit there. They call it Mode 7, but it's actually the 8th mod of SNES's graphic manipulation. Oh, the treasure was here all along. Oh, C-Sam, I knew you wouldn't steer me wrong. Dude, I've gotten like 50 green berets at this point. This is Sabin's main mode of travel, right? He just jumps into water, hope it works out, and then wakes up passed out on the shore. And he's always no worse for the wear. I think here you just shop and get on the boat, right? Hey, you handsome young thing. Why don't you come have a drink with me, teehee? How dare you, licentious howler! Off with thee! Oh, don't be a stick in the mud. Let's just have some fun. Hey, do you like these? I call this one Humpty and this one Dumpty. Those are hilarious breast names, by the way. Humpty Dumpty. Cyan, you're too easy. Thou art unaffected by these charms? One of the benefits of all my years of ascetic training. There you go, ascetic. Oh, don't leave me standing here all alone. Enough of that. A proper woman should have modesty and decency. And rant. Oh, Cyan. All of them lost to the Empire. Know that strange old man lives in a little cabin near the Lethe? I helped him deliver his son 13 years ago. It was a problem birth, the mother didn't survive, and the man couldn't take it. Went loony, he did. See, here's the thing, like, the game will spoon-feed you a lot of story, like Sabin, like all of Doma was a showcase Cyan's starting personality, and then the Phantom Train did a great job of showing off Sabin's characteristics, but all of Gao's backstory is buried behind the NPC conversations that are optional. You know, I bet you if you asked Mark, he didn't even know Gao was in FF6. Thought his baby was some kind of monster and threw it out. Poor little thing never had a chance. Pretty impressive that a kid like me can run a business, don't you think? You should buy something to encourage it. That's a pretty good line. If a kid told me that buying things from him would encourage his capitalist education, I'd do it in a heartbeat. None of these are great. This island's isolated from the rest of the world, so you can't go anywhere without a ship. By the way, what does isolated mean? Heavy shield. I should buy some stuff for other party members, right? Like, Terra and Locke could use a heavy shield. Plumed hat, I got one for him. Magus hat. A bandana for Locke. Iron helmets for everybody. Kenpo gi. Silk robe. Iron armor. And I'm broke. Oh, weapons, right. Fuck. Mithril claws. Kotetsu. Mithril spear. Perfect. What happens if you leave town, by the way? I'm curious. Is there anywhere to go? They said the only way off is... Yeah, it's just an island, right? There aren't any secrets here, right? FF6 diehard fans? I'm just gonna continue the story and get on the boat. And you know how we talked about how Gao's, all his monster moves are based on his own stats, so they're strong? The problem with Realm is that when she uses control, it's still based on monster stats, so it's never good, because monsters always have way less stats than fucking player characters, so Realm's pretty shitty with her base kit. The only thing that, even her sketch I think works on monster stats. The only thing she's good for is if you teach her magic. She has, I think, one of the highest, or the highest, natural magic stat in the game. She's a damn good mage for early game and running low level completes. But since we're not using magic, she's gonna be a dead party member. Probably wait for her LD. Narshe is just a stone's throw away. I wonder if others arrive safely. I wouldn't be surprised if Realm's LD was either some form of control, which is her signature move, or just another made-up sketch like Summon Sketch. I'm sure they did. Are you serious? I just said Kuja is my real forever waifu, Riku. Don't you pay attention? Wow. Oh, my Sabin never ended up learning Phoenix Dance. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops in South Figaro, but now he desperately needs to escape. Now, this Locke's whole section was a giant puzzle that I'm 1000% sure I forgot how to do. So, I'm probably going to be hitting some roadblocks here. Damn it, gotta get to Narshe on the fly. Oh my god, I forgot to unequip Sabin, so I don't have the sprint shoes, do I? Son of a bitch. Or the fucking... Oh my god, not good. Or the hyper wrist. Crap. Fuck. Oh well. Well, I'm walking slow forever. Rich people's homes always have secret passages. You just have to search until you find a place where you can feel a draft. Oh, this is so painful. Alright, so as a recap, Locke was sent to gather information in South Figaro, and South Figaro has just fallen to the Empire, so they're under occupation. So now he has to sneak around and find a way out of town. See, rich this. My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town, but he said I'm only supposed to let merchants through here now. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you. Oh, they didn't retranslate it. It's supposed to be wine. It was changed to cider for the SNES versions for reasons. Just like why Holy was changed to Pearl. Because US censorship used to be fucking nuts. But it looks like they kept it cider in the retranslation. Should be wine. You're that infamous thief, Locke, aren't you? Oh no, that was just plain rude. I'm a treasure hunter, and don't you forget it. Stole a plumed hat. And his clothes. Here we go. They're a little tight, but the price was right. What? Whew. I think the Steam version and the The phone remake uses the exact same translation, Foxius. Why do I always have to open my mouth? I like how I stole his clothes, and now he's beat up and still wearing his clothes. Stay away from those armored soldiers. They'll kill you just for talking to them, which is ridiculous, but hilarious. I think if you fight them, no matter what, your disguise comes off. If somebody can confirm that. So you have to keep finding a way. Oh, right. The little boy said merchants. He'd let merchants through. And just like a true capitalist society, should always teach your children to trust merchants. I forgot where I'm going. Do I go straight for the... Huh. I know you have to get a soldier's uniform for some reason. What are you doing here? Scram. What? Here we go. They're a bit too large, but he didn't charge. Okay, and then I forgot what I used this soldier uniform for. I think I relieved somebody of their shift or something, right? Is it this guy? So they're gonna march on Narshe soon, is what we're learning. Oh, is my shift up already? Great, I'll go take a break. Nothing in here. Terribly sorry, I just ran out of everything I had to sell. Lie to me, will you? Here we go. Why do I always have to go? Oh, it says the same thing. Let's go check out the pub. Are they gonna kill me if I talk? Okay, good. Oh yeah, I think everyone just says I'm not buying anything if you talk to them as a merchant. Okay. Get back here. Get. Are you serious? Oh, I could have just beat this merchant up. Hey, you came to steal my cider, didn't you? You dirty little thief. Well, I don't need your uniform anymore, so... Yes. Well, Locke really did just to come and steal his cider. And kill him. He deserves the bad rep he gets. Treasure hunter my ass, hunting for, the clothes on people's back and murdering people for their cider. Okay, so I got the cider, and I think I go back to the rich guy, right? A blood thief. This is, yeah. Okay. Let me through. And I think I give the cider to his grandpa, right? There we go. Ah, cider. Secret passage? Well, yes, there's a tunnel from here to the mansion in the north end of town. Go downstairs and tell my grandson the password. It's, I forget. I actually think I forget, too. The password is Rosebud, Courage, and Failure. So I think by elimination, you don't say failure, and I'm pretty sure, I gotta look up the original of what Rosebud was, but I remember, at least in the Japanese translation, I think it's a Wild Rose, or whatever the password was in FF2 that Furion uses, so it's a throwback to that. So, I think as a long-time FFN, you're supposed to know failure is a dumb well, you get unlimited tries anyway, I think, but failure is a dumb password, and this was supposed to be an FF2 reference, so I think you go with Courage. Wait, it's Rosebud? You lied to me, Ragnamune! Now I'm dead! Why did I listen to Ragnamune? No! In the translation, it's supposed to just be a reference to Kaiser Soze from, fuck, what's that movie he's from? You know, Rosebud. I just told you, Ragnamune, why it wasn't Rosebud. And then you tell me it's Rosebud. What is wrong with you? Oh, you piece of shit. Is that really the movie, Macnol? The Usual Suspects? Well, anyways, that's a translation joke. And I guess you always lose some things in, Oh, it's Citizen Kane for Rosebud. Ah, fuck it. Either way, in the translation, Rosebud is the big nod to... it's American translation for American movies. And then in the original, it was Wild Rose for the FF2 reference. This child just beat the shit out of Locke and stripped him. Well, now I'm gonna miss the cool. So if you rescue Celis in the and you're wearing the soldier uniform, she says, "Aren't you a little short to be an Imperial soldier?" You know, Star Wars reference. Now I'm not gonna get that cool Star Wars reference. I think that's why Mark hates the game so much too. He probably never got the Star Wars reference. What have I done? I betrayed my town to the Empire. And see, like, Duncan's wife says, always look for secret passages in rich people's houses. You'll hear a draft. And so as you move closer to this bookcase, you can hear that windy draft pickup. It's really cool, right? Nice little effect they had here. Yeah, she has different dialogue as the merchant when you're wearing the merchant disguise, but I forget what it is. But the Star Wars reference is the cool one. Who cares about the merchant one? I know I've seen her before. Wait a second, she's one of the Empire's generals. Do you think Mark figured out that everything in FF12 was a Star Wars story and theme ripoff? Yeah, that's why he likes FF12. And that's why he doesn't like FF6. This is what happens to traitors. A Magitech knight forged by the Empire and tempered in battle. None have ever truly known the woman beneath the general's guise. So, the mighty Celis has fallen. And by the way, guys, it's Celis. I don't know why a lot of people say Celeste, but that's the wrong emphasis, and it's bad, and you guys should fix that habit. It's Celis. Trust me. Not as far as those who'd use their strength to oppress the weak. Quiet. Kefka's planning to poison every last man, woman, and child in the kingdom of Doma. I think I was supposed to do this first. I think I'm doing this out of chronological order, but whatever. Shut up. Huh, run that mouth of yours while you still can. Your execution's tomorrow. Oh, did they change this? Yeah, in the original SNES version, she's like locked up in chains, right? Like her arms are raised and in chains, and the guard's like hitting her. Like the animation is just right backs up and then runs into her over and over. Did they change that? Did they take that out of the GBA version? I guess that was too much. Yes, sir. I can't stand. Yeah, this is completely different from the original SNES version. Oh, I guess she just collapses on her own, right? Not in chains or anything, and nobody hit her. She just falls over. I guess that wasn't... I guess that's not PC or palatable for today's audience. Just like how Han had to shoot a second. See, remove her bindings. What bindings? Just keep looking. And you are... PC stands for politically correct. Names lock. I'm with the returners. You're a returner. I'm a... or at least I was, General Celis. Now I'm nothing but a traitor. Well, let's get going. You'd take me with you? No, I can barely walk. I'd never make it out of here. I appreciate it, but even if you got me out, you wouldn't be able to protect me. I'm better off waiting here for the executioner. At least that way I'll keep my pride. I'll protect you. Hey, weren't you supposed to lift the key off the guard too? Oh, or is that something else? Trust me, you'll be fine. Let's go. Wait. This soldier might have something on him that could help us get out of here. There's a clock key in his pocket. Stealing is wrong. Obtain own clock key. More soup and mumbo mumbo. Oh yeah, and there's supposed to be some kids playing upstairs that pass you that nursery rhyme of winding the clock, I believe. That's how you were supposed to know that was there. I remember there's all kinds of like hidden passages here, but bad at this. I think one of these goes straight down. No, wait, down? Okay, note to self. Ice is pretty weak right now. Is attacking just as good? Let's see. No, attacking's worse. Got it, Celis just sucks. Isn't there a way to go down? Yeah, here we go. What's that room over there? Somebody help me with the hidden passages in this section. Is it one of these? Do I go left here? Left? 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 It was! Uh-oh, now I'm stuck. Down? This better be some awesome treasure. That was super hidden. Ragnamune, you're thinking of that movie with Rosebud. I don't know why you thought it was Rosebud. Whoops! I accidentally did AoE. AoE is split damage. Split damage always sucks. Better to pick one off. Otherwise, why did I even waste my MP there? Gross. Never split your magic. Alright, gotta find my way out. Earrings! Yeah, I'll give it to her. Wouldn't it be great if DFFOO started having accessories for the characters that you can equip and give them different effects and stats, except the only way to get them is for paying real money? I think they really need to find more ways to make money. Are there any other big treasures I'm missing, guys? Is it? I'm gonna assume that's it. Wait, there was something up there, I think, guys. That's a path I didn't take yet. God damn it, there's so many random encounters. Urgh. Oh, they tricked me! This is your punishment. This is your punishment. This is how the game punishes you. They lead you into dead ends that make you do like 10 more random encounters. A slap in the face. They're like, look at you, you just wasted 5 minutes of your life. I thought my ice was strong enough to kill a dog now. I guess not. At least he didn't pull a Final Fantasy II, where walking into the wrong room put you in the center of it and forces you to run out while getting pelted at the same time. Let's not talk about FF2. I'm pretty sure that entire game is a punishment. That entire game is the equivalent to a dead end here. And I'm convinced the only people who say they like FF2... Sorry, let me correct that. The only person in the world that says they like FF2 is a giant hipster. You remind me a lot of someone. Why are you helping me? You remind me a lot of someone. What's it matter anyway? I'm helping you because I want to. Oh, Arrow likes FF2? I guess she must either be a giant hipster to the news of nobody. To nobody's surprise. Arrow liking something that other people don't like just because they don't like it? That's cool, the ominous, like, noise in the background. Wait, all those people that told me to skip the treasures the first time through, do I pick them up now? It's not... Ragnamune is asking, how is Guy Speak Beaver considered bland? It's not that Guy Speak Beaver is bland. It's that Guy is so bland. That's the only thing anybody remembers about Guy. That he said that one line, Guy Speaks Beaver. If you ask anybody... Oh, hell, no, I'm sorry. It's not that Guy is so bland that that's his only memorable line. It's that FF2 is so bland that is the only memorable line in FF2. If you ask anybody what they know about FF2, they'll tell you Guy Speaks Beaver. Either that, or the Emperor's weird-ass death cry of, like, "Ooh-wah." And those are the only two things that made it into Dissidia, too. The only personality FF2 has are those two lines, because nobody else can remember anybody else's... Oh, yeah, in the English version it's Unga, but, like, if you listen to the sticker in DFFOO, it's hilarious, "Ooh-wah," and it was so bizarre that became a Japanese meme. Like, the Phantom Train suplexing is an American FF meme, but the Japanese meme is the "Ooh-wah" that has been around fucking forever. Check that sticker in DFFOO, it's great. Yeah, exactly. NT hammed that word up so much, because when the first Dissidia came out, every time Emperor died, the voice actor did a great, exaggerated version of that death cry. It was so good. If you guys can search it. But that is a huge FF meme that's in Japan and not in the English versions. So that's one of the few things they have that we don't have, sadly. We have Son of a Sub. That was never a thing in JP. And we have the train suplexing and a lot of other weirds. This guy, our sick from FF7. The hot dog stuff in FF8 is a meme because it's so fucking bizarre here. Because in Japanese high schools, racing to the cafeteria to get the good sweetbread is actually a thing. But in America, nobody races to the cafeteria for cafeteria hot dogs. That's just not a thing at all. That was completely lost in translation. And hilarious, though. Anything that becomes a meme can't be all bad. Yeah, let's not forget the Blitzball Kid. So, as far as I know... Oh, and the Garland I will knock you down thing is another American meme. None of these exist in JP again. The only JP meme, as far as I know, is his stupid ass death cry. The Emperor's death cry. Dang, Locke's gaining levels so much faster than Sabin was. Wait, who even uses rods? I think you use it as an item, right? Let me see. Rods are for Gao, you throw them and he goes fetch. See, here's a little known thing about Final Fantasy. What is that noise? The little thing known about Final Fantasy is that a lot of times when you use items, they're a lot stronger than anything your characters could do. And I know from playing DFFOO with all of you, you're all filthy hoarders who never use items. So you probably didn't know that all these rods in FF were meant to be used for magic way beyond anything you could ever have. Even a lot of items, like I think that there's like a Thor's hammer that when you use it, it casts like lightning through Thundaga or something. And I know none of you guys would ever open up the fucking item menu anyways. Hell, most people I know won't even use Shadow's Throw to do throw damage. You guys probably played like Amarant and Shadow, you played all these ninjas, and even though, or Edge, and even though Throw does so much damage and ignores defense more than most attacks, you guys probably couldn't part with a single shuriken that are meant to be thrown anyways. So, Tunnel Armor. Tutorial fight. If that thing hits us with its magic, and I don't know why Tunnel Armor has thunder magic going on, they'll be scrubbing 2 big scorch marks off the wall. So what are we supposed to do? Don't worry, I'll draw its magic with my runic blade, and you'll be okay. Just you watch. By the way, this is for all those people who are saying that there's all this ongoing DFFOO discussion about... Oh no! It was a one-time use! I thought I could use it on the boss one more time. Oh well, the rod's dead. So the question is, everyone in the stupid-ass DFFOO community was saying, if you don't taunt, you're not a tank. So does that mean, technically, Celis isn't a tank? Just because she can't taunt in this game, and taunting's not a thing? Does covering make you a tank? Oh man, no, we had people saying Gladio and Galuf weren't tanks because they don't fucking taunt. They just cover. God, I hate our Discord server sometimes. Also, I remember how much I hate stealing, so I'm gonna stop stealing. This is really stupid. I gotta pause to read chat because you guys got really chatty all of a sudden. You wasted that on a weak monster. Yeah, Riku. I just realized that 5 minutes later. Of course, what if you get to the last boss and you're at a shuriken? Still going strong. How long have I been playing? 2.5 hours. I'm probably gonna stop after this. After I finish Locke's route, which is right after this boss fight. And Emerald Bard says, oh, we did. That's why we hoard them, because we don't want to waste the expensive gil needed to restock them. It's either that or we come from the FF4 American camp, where we were deprived such luxuries because Square thought we couldn't comprehend the mechanic. Wait, did Edge... No, Edge had throw in the original... in the American version of FF4, right? He had throw. He didn't have ninjutsu, I thought. Like, they gave Edge throw but took away his ninjutsu. FF3 shurikens were 999s all the time. Celis has a taunted DFFOO, though. Edge had throw. Yeah, Edge had throw. Don't be late for dinner. Yeah. I don't care if she has throw in DFFOO, Riku. They were saying in all RPGs, you're not considered a tank unless you can taunt, which is, again, stupid. Again, I'm starting to hate the word tank, because everyone has their own fucking definition of what a tank is, and very few games actually say, hey, this character is a tank. Also, I think I'm gonna wipe. Alright, I just need you to not attack Celis for 1 fucking second. You know what? Using items is faster than magic. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Let's just use items to heal. Did I save? I was wrong. I'm so dead! Why? don't know what. I saved right outside the cave, right? Please tell me I did. Jesus Christ. Where did that rod go? It's not there. He's gonna be hitting me with magic every turn. I can't out-heal this. This is bonkers. I really fucked this up. If I cast Runic, I won't be able to do literally anything else. I'm stuck in this loop until he stops fucking spamming magic and does the physical attacks that I can actually live through. Run! No! I did save outside the cave, so I can resume this later, right? Well, that's the end of the Thanksgiving stream. Please tell me I saved outside the cave. Ah, this is good enough. Alright guys, I am going to try again next time. That is as good a spot as any to stop right now. This is exactly where I saved, right? Okay. Okay, good. Alright. Well, thanks for coming out to the Thanksgiving stream. I think I'm going to be spending the rest of the night with my family. I don't know if I'll come back. Maybe I'll do something again this weekend. I thought I'd get farther in 2 hours, because it was 2 hours from the start of the game to the split paths. And I thought 2 hours would take care of all the paths again. It almost did in 3 hours, but I'll stop here. I might do this again for a short while this weekend. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans. To all the non-Americans, stay safe. See you guys in Discord. And bug Mark about saving this fucking VOD, because he didn't save the last one. Now it's lost to time forever. So keep fucking PMing him. Let me catch up on chat. Macnell says, boy, it would be handy to have the rod right now. Okay, well, let me go ahead and delete that message. Fen Ragnarok says, I'd say a tank is someone with strong defensive capabilities. I think there have been tank-based characters in old RPGs, but they lack the means of protecting the party with Provoke or covering for allies. Nowadays, anyone can be a tank. Look at Brave Exvius. The amount of Provoke dodge tanks builds on units who don't have Provoke or natural evasion. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like calling anyone like a DPS, right? Like, we know there's characters that specialize in the damage, but everyone can do damage. At some point, tank is just such a semantic, it's not worth arguing over. And I think I said before, I hate pigeonholing characters. By labeling characters, is he a tank or not, you're ignoring everything else they can do. Or just like if you call a single character a healer, you're ignoring everything that they can do that isn't healing, you know? Like, it's just stupid to put these defining labels to say they're either this thing or they're not. It's a stupid practice that I like to get rid of, especially tanking, because so very few people know what tanking is. The only time I talk about tanking is in an MMO, where it is literally a dedicated role that you're doing. Everyone's saying game over. Thanks for the streaming. Alright guys, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully, for part 3. Cutting stream. Take care.